If you already get Ipsy, like, do you actually need this calendar at all?
Today's video is brought to you by Helix Sleep.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day. I certainly am having, it's a day. Today is technically, yeah, it's a day. More on that in just a minute. Today what we're going to be doing is opening up, for the very first time, the first time I've done this, the 5th calendar in the 25 Advent Calendars of Christmas series here on the channel that we've been doing together. And honestly, I gotta like get my bouquet going in fast mode because we have so many more calendars left to go. But today we are doing number 5 and it is the Ipsy Advent Calendar. Strange how like movable this stuff is in here. You'd think it'd be a little bit packed tighter. Before we get into this, I feel like I need to give you guys just like a little tiny quick explanation as to like what's going on here. So the reason it's been a day for me is I woke up with my eyes swollen and my skin like burning off. But thankfully I was like, oh, today I don't have to film. I already have this Ipsy Advent Calendar filmed, ready to go. So I sat down to edit it. Guess what was missing? The first like 6 doors of this advent calendar. So here I am, face melting off, and I'm like, good, good. I get to get ready for the day and refilm the first half of this advent calendar. Do I kind of feel like advent calendar is a little bit cursed for me? Yeah. Am I gonna stop doing them? Absolutely not. Do I think I kind of enjoy, you know, like people who like pain, like, ooh, pain? Do I like almost like crave disappointment? Perhaps. But we're here. We're here. And we're gonna be redoing the first 6 days of this advent calendar. I have restuffed the first 6 boxes with the things that originally came in them. So we're gonna go through these and then we'll jump into the footage that didn't mysteriously get deleted. This calendar is a $99 advent calendar, which is kind of expensive. They do, however, promise like a $600 value. However, I have seen some websites saying it's only like $557, but you know, that's pretty close. Now, because I already know what is in this entire advent calendar, things aren't going to be nearly as surprising for me, but I'll try to make it seem like they are. I will go ahead and tell you guys, I think there's a select group of people, probably a lot of people who would be interested in this calendar, that probably shouldn't buy it. We'll talk more about that at the end of the video, but let's go ahead and get on into day number 1 of this very sad looking box of things. I'm so sorry, you guys. My life is different. All right, so here in day number 1, let's go ahead and see what the big surprise is. Can't wait, my goodness. Okay, so the first item in here is from Benefit Cosmetics. This is the Bad Gal Bang Mascara. We just received another one of these in like Calendar Yonder. One of the calendars that we just did, this was also included, but I think this one might be a smaller size actually. This honestly is something that you see quite frequently in Ipsy boxes and subscriptions, which might be a running theme. Stay tuned to see. All right, next we're moving on here to day number 2. Ooh, it's much larger. I wonder what's in there. My goodness, who could see this coming? So the next item we have in here is probably something that you are familiar with if you get Ipsy. Yet again, this is from Basic Beauty. It is the bronzer palette, and I know for a fact I have this. Like multiple of these probably from subscription boxes. Oh yeah, I definitely have this exact palette because I remember like precisely reading this name. So one of the bronzers in here is called Snatchural. There are the 3 bronzers. The pan size looks pretty good, but to me they all do look fairly warm toned, especially these 2 here on the end. This one has a little bit more like olive to it. Snatchural, I don't think I could ever pull off, but maybe these 2 down here. Maybe the lightest one down here. Real quick, you guys, before we move on to the next product, I would love to tell you guys about today's sponsor, Helix Sleep. Sleep is very important to me. It just so happens to be one of my favorite pastimes, one of my favorite activities. So it's also very important to me to get the best sleep possible. And thankfully with my Helix Sleep, I can. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your needs and then ship straight to your door. I've had my Helix Sleep mattress for like several months now, a lot of months now, and I'm still loving it. My mattress is so soft, just the way I like it, but it's still very supportive and my sleep has improved vastly. Helix knows that everyone is different, and that is why they have the Helix Sleep Quiz to match you with the perfect mattress. Based on my results, I was matched with the Helix Sunset Luxe and I love it. So does my fiance and of course Rin. It's honestly actually really hard to get him out of bed in the morning. With your Helix mattress, you get a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty. And the best part is they deliver it straight to your door. Setup is a breeze because it comes wrapped up inside of a box. I set up my king size all by myself and it was super easy.
This is so cool. I haven't even taken like the
outer plastic off yet, but it's already inflating on its own. So click the link down below or go to helixsleep.com/Alexandria for up to $200 off your Helix Sleep mattress plus 2 free pillows. And just thank you so very much to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. Okie dokie, day number 3 is next. What surprises lay in store for us on this day? Why did I think my reflexes would be good enough to like snatch that up? Anyway, the next item in here is another little tiny sample. This is from Milk Makeup. It is the Work Lips and Cheeks stick. It's just a little guy of it. I do think this color is really pretty, honestly. It's like a, you know, a typical kind of dusty-ish, little bit warm toned rose. I wonder how much you get in here. I wonder if I do this if I won't be able to get it back down. That's the question I should be asking myself. Oh, you know what? That's actually a decent amount of product. It is really small, but like that's not too terrible with like amount of product. Moving on here to the 4th day of the Allen calendar. The 4th day of the Advent calendar. Let's see what we got. Okay, so the next thing in here is from BioClarity. This is the Bare-Faced Exfoliating. It's been a hard day, you guys. I'm so sorry. Exfoliating Jelly Enzyme Cleanser. So it's just a little squeezy tube of cleanser, something very common to see in your regular Ipsy bag. Trend. There's a trend with this calendar. On the 5th day of calendar, Ipsy gave to me a matte moisturizer with willow herb. Doesn't willow herb just sound like the name of a lady who'd be running a cute little local shop that sold like crystals and incense or something? But anyway, this has willow herb in it. It is a matte moisturizer from Origins. This is the Origin skincare line. Beyond that, I really can't read any other word on here besides not for individual sale. Alright guys, next up here we have day number 6, and at some point, me from a different day wearing a different shirt looking a little bit less crusty is just gonna pop in here without warning, so like don't be afraid, don't be alarmed. So the next thing we have in here is just the smallest little sample. Isn't it tiny? This is the Glam Glow Super Mud, which if you guys have, if you've ever had a subscription, especially Ipsy, you're very familiar with this, I'm sure. Glam Glow, nice brand. This is a pretty expensive mask, but literally like there's this much in it. There's this much in it, which is what I'm used to seeing like in my Ipsy bags, which is one of the reasons canceled them. Moving on here to day number 7. I really hope in the rest of the calendar there are some like change ups a little bit with the sizes of the doors, because so far all of them look exactly like this. Oh, okay, I fully was anticipating this to be another little tube cream, but we actually have something a little bit different, another piece of makeup here. This is a little Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Vintage, which that's right up my alley, anything vintage and old, like my curtains. I do know that curtains exist, but why buy something when you can just use this random vintage 1980s art teacher dress in 3 Lisa Frank folders? You know, curtains. Seems just like a nice kind of everyday pinky, again kind of dusty color. At least it's not bright old fire engine red or anything, because that's typically what you see in advent calendars, or I almost said around Christmas time, but like yeah. As opposed to like Arbor Day advent calendars, which are more green. Okay, moving on to day number 8 here. I get excited for these bigger doors. This one is quite heavy as well, so let's see what's in this puppy. Ooh, okay, so the next thing we have in here is the Freematic Eyeshadow Pro Palette from Douce. Who are these ladies on the back here? There's no like name associated with the entire eyeshadow palette, but each individual shade has its own name, like a real actual name. Amanda, Kinsley, Hannah, Hillary, Mila, Courtney, Gigi, Tinley. Who are those people? Oh, and then the highlight shade just Solstice. Ah! I just pinched the bejesus out of my hand with this palette. How I function during the day is absolutely shocking. But these colors are really pretty. These are definitely right up my alley. They're very neutral, kind of everyday. I could especially see me and Courtney just really getting along, really hitting it off. The reason they're called Freematic is that you can't actually pop them in and out because they're magnetized on the back, and you can kind of, you know, form your palette like you want to. Alright, back to some little skinny doors here. This one feels especially little. Next up, and not shockingly because this is Ipsy, we do have a black little liner here. This is the Cake Liner from KVD Beauty. So it's just a little thing of like roll up black liner. Ipsy's staying very true to their brand. Day number 10 is next. Oh, what a cute little smiley face. What a cute way to be greeted. The next thing in here is from M2U NYC, and it is an eye primer. Next we have day number 11 here. Still hoping for some variety in box shapes, but it does look like like. Oh dang, okay. So at first I thought this was gonna be one of my favorite like liquid glitter shadows, which I just got done saying that I don't even wear eyeshadow anymore. But I still love those liquid glitters. I think they're beautiful. But this is actually from Miska Mickey Mouse. What kind of repressed memory what was that? Too many advent calendars, man. Too many advent calendars. So the next thing we have in here is a Lip Shine Sheer Lip Balm in this shade. In that shade right there. Okay, so I actually think this could be really nice. So it comes in like a little roll-up stick like that. But I just really like that shade. Ooh, okay. I'm actually really excited about this. I love that shade. I also love like sheer tinted stuff right now. That's my absolute go-to. I think that's really, really nice. This could honestly be like an everyday kind of shade for me. Right, and the last box on our first cute little tray here is day number 12. So we are halfway through this calendar. And the next thing that we have is the Define Me Sophia Isabel perfume. This is a natural perfume, so that's kind of cool. Sophia Isabel inspires being a free spirit and embracing life with confidence, which I definitely probably could use a little bit of. That's probably something, yeah, that I could do. Yeah. Since where's the rest? Did they forget to fill up the rest of the bottle? I feel like that's fairly empty. Like that's a large space there of just like no product. Anyway, let's go ahead and give this a little sniff. Oh, it's in my mouth. Oh, okay. Plastic and perfume all on my mouth. Okay, my bad. Maybe it did leak out. Maybe this was a full bottle at one point and it leaked out because that plastic tastes very much perfume. Not to mention the bottle is also very oily and juicy feeling. So I'm gonna assume at one point in time this was a full bottle of product and then it just happened to leak. So it comes in a little roller ball with a cap on it. There's a cute little booter flea on the side there. Oh yeah, it's dripping everywhere. It's a good thing I think it smells pretty good because it is now covering like most of my body. All right, so back down here for the rest of the box. Ooh, okay, this makes me excited. I couldn't remember, shocking, what this looked like underneath that first little tray, but these look like much larger size doors. So I'm hoping these have more full-size items in them because if they continue to just mainly be sample size, where on earth they were getting $600 worth of value from, I have no idea. 14. No, not 14. 13. Okay, I say that and then I look through that little peephole like a weirdo instead of just opening the box. So day number 13, we have something from the balm. Typically when we receive things from the balm, they're just like little kind of sample size things. I don't know if this is a sample size, but we're about to see. This is a Let's Bolt highlighter. Okay, so first I had like a wave of excitement because it does look like this could be a full size, but then I realized like that's really gold. Moving right along here to day number 14. The next item in here is from Context, which we've definitely had to receive stuff from this brand before. This looks so incredibly familiar, but this is a nail lacquer in the shade Yesterdays. I do like getting nail polishes and stuff in boxes like that. I mean, my nails are trash. Can you see the badness of them? Ooh, this is a fun shade. I like this. So we have just a kind of gray, like a weird, almost greeny gray concrete color. Oh, speaking of concrete, I just got concrete poured in my backyard. I just finished pouring it and I went out there with Ren and just like and stuck his balls into it. They're beautifully like clean, smooth concrete. I was like, puppy balls. And it's really cute and I'm excited I did it. Okay, day 15 is up next with a little bit of a bigger door. I hate calling these doors. They're very clearly boxes. For day number 15, they have presented us with the Keep It Handy Aloe Hand Cream. On the next day of Advent Calendar Christmas, they gave us door numbers. Not a door! Box number, day number 16. Okay, I've definitely received this product within like the past couple months. This is floating around in my house somewhere, but I can't use it because I'm afraid if I use a scalp scrub, all my hair is gonna fall out. Oh my goodness, it's right here! What is the luck? No way! Out of all like the thousands of tiny little random things that are sitting around this mess of a room right now, I just so happened to find it. And that was the highlight of my day. Okay, anyway, so the next thing we have in here is the OUAI, or Way, I suppose, Scalp and Body Scrub. Didn't know you could use this for your body too, so that makes it a little bit more useful for me because I am not, there's no way I'm scrubbing my scalp with anything. I keep as many hairs on my head as I can. All right, day number 17 is next. Very lightweight. I don't think there's anything in here. Absolutely nothing moving around in here. It's incredibly lightweight. Is it? Yes, it is. Oh, no, it's not. For sure, I thought it was going to be a sheet mask, but it actually isn't. This has been a really popular product to include in boxes and stuff recently. These little yep. Cleansing pads? We'll go with cleansing pads. This is from Simple Satch. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty fuzzy. Day number 19 is up next. This one definitely has a lot more weight to it. Murad. Okay. This is a skin smoothing polish or an exfoliant Dew pour la peau. I haven't attempted anything in French recently, so I thought I would give that a try down there. Is that French? I would feel even more silly if that wasn't even French. Oh my gosh, Dr. Murad's like a real person? That reminds me, I just recently learned, like as in yesterday, that Taco Bell was actually named after the founder, Glenn Bell. I just never thought the restaurant was like at all in any way the last name of somebody, especially Glenn Bell. But yeah, you know, and just in case you felt like you needed a really important historical fact today. Did I do it again? I did it again, didn't I? My brain can't keep track. Like I don't mean to do this on purpose. My brain literally cannot keep track about what number comes after which one. It doesn't remember what we just did. It's barely holding on by a thread. So anyway, we accidentally did day number 19 when we should have done 18 before it, because that's how numbers work. So anyway, we have day 18 here. I really like the aesthetics of this box. I think this is a very pretty box. This is from Tula Skincare. It is the Rose Glow Plus Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. I am a huge fan of like eye things. Ooh, it says a brightening eye balm that instantly hydrates, cools, and helps reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles, plus gives a gorgeous glow. That sounds really nice. My eyes are not great. Like around them, the skin underneath them just isn't the best. Plungery looking thing on the top there. My eyes feel actually pretty dry underneath right now, and part of me wants to just rub this on there so bad, but I am wearing a full face of makeup. Probably not the best idea, but oh, I already dug my nail into it. That's good. We're getting down here to the last several boxes. So next up we have day 20. This also feels incredibly like lightweight, and I'm thinking this is gonna be some type of sheet mask. Oh, wrong again. What's new? But this actually looks again incredibly familiar to me, and I feel like if I gave like a little look around, you'd probably find another one of these sponges bopping around in this room somewhere. Use your Bella sponge to effortlessly apply foundation, concealer, and cream products. Need to bake? Yes, I do. I do actually need to bake. Not my face. Never really been into baking my face, but there's brownies, boxes of brownies in the pantry that have been calling my name for days, and I need to bake them. I have an engagement party coming up this weekend, and it's just a full excuse to make and eat all the food I want to. All right, getting closer to the end, we have day 21 next. I've never heard of this brand before, and I feel like there's no way this could be on purpose. But I can't even like read what this is because I can't get past how off-center that logo is. Can you guys see that? Surely you can see that. People in space can see how off-center that logo is. Like the rest of it's center. What is that? Okay, moving past it, let's actually read what this is. This is the Grow Gorgeous Intelligent Hair Care Repair Strengthening Hair and Scalp Mask. And I talk about all the time on here, like here, I'm gonna censor this for you guys. There you go. I talk about on here how my hair is just, it's a big issue. It's been a big issue for a long time in my life, and I really am very particular about what I put on it, mainly because I'm scared. To be fully honest, it's because I'm scared that something is going to cause my hair to fall out or just like disrupt whatever I got going on. But this actually seems kind of nice. I will give this a try. I typically don't say that about hair care products. I'll see how it goes. I'll report back to you and tell you if my hair stayed in my head or not. 3 days left here, so let's move on to day 22. Also incredibly lightweight. You know you can just open the box. There's no reason to look at the peephole. It's not even a peephole. And I don't think it's for your thumbs either, but you know. If you already get Ipsy, like do you actually need this calendar at all? I'm not sure that you do. Because the next thing we have in here are 2 little brushes from Farrah, which is something that we see all the time in Ipsy. Fairly standard brand and product to see in there. I mean, they look nice little brushes. Farrah brushes aren't terrible or anything. I'm just wondering about like how much you actually need this calendar. If you get Ipsy on a regular basis, you know there's a chance, and this is just my own theory, that Ipsy could just be maybe just getting rid of products they have left over from like boxes and stuff. Not saying that's the case. Not saying that's the case at all, but like there's a chance that that could indeed be what's going on here. Like basically just leftover stock and that kind of stuff is what's making its way into the advent calendar, and they're very cleverly selling it. Just 2 days left in the advent calendar. Kind of hoping for some big stuff between these two here. So far I've not really been like overwhelmed with excitement about this calendar. Not really underwhelmed either, just whelmed. I've been whelmed. It's an Ipsy Advent Calendar. It's very much so an Ipsy Advent Calendar. So the next day we have in here, also very light, is day 23. Ooh, okay, this is something a little bit different. I'm liking this bag. This is a fun little zippery bag. It looks like a pencil case. It reminds me of like little zipper pencil cases when I was young. Everything was made out of this kind of like very specific kind of see-through pool float plastic. Why is that? This is a Treats Beauty Lash Treat. Why does it gotta be rose infused? Rose infused lash serum? Do roses help you like grow your lashes or something? Just leave Rose alone. Maybe Rose just wants to like do its own thing, be out in the wild, growing thorns and stuff. It doesn't want to be put in every single beauty product known to man. I'm not sure if this is the full size of the serum. It's kind of a little bottle, but it did come in that fancy little pouch, so maybe it is. Ooh, sticky. Did you guys see that? It's like stringy. I'm not really used to my lash serum being like kind of viscousy like that. It's just mainly more of a liquid. We have made it here to the very last day, day number 24. Excited to see what is in here. I honestly was kind of hoping we would get a little bit more variation in like the shapes and sizes of the doors, because there's definitely like, there's not an eyeshadow palette in here. Ooh. There could be. There could actually be like a long eyeshadow palette in here, but I feel like the shape of these boxes lends very much to one specific type of like beauty stuff. So let's go ahead and see what we got for the very last day of the advent calendar. So okay, so the very last day here, this is a nice product. This is a nice brand. This is from 111 Skin, which I feel like we finally came to a consensus on the channel of how to say this name, because 3 Skin, though I think it is funny, doesn't sound great. This is their Rose Gold Radiance Booster, and we have been receiving this on the channel for like a long time. I've received this product several times. I know for a fact there is one sitting around here somewhere. You see what I mean? Like, the products in here are basically just repeats of things that already came in Ipsy, and also BoxyCharm too, because they're like the same company now. So basically we're just getting repeat products that have already been in our subscription boxes multiple times throughout the years. So yeah, this is a nice product. It's an expensive product, but it is also something we see quite often. I really wish they would have mixed it up a little bit, kind of introduced some new things to us, especially for $99. I feel like because I do have a lot of like working relations with other brands that we could have seen new products in this calendar. Like, sure, go ahead and put something from 111 Skin in there, but like maybe not the same rose booster that we've received like 5 times. After a while, seeing the same product just gets a little less exciting, even though it does hold some value to it. It's just not as exciting. Alright you guys, that was everything in the Ipsy Advent Calendar. The best beauty advent calendar, according to Ipsy. Do I think it was the best? The monetary value seems to be pretty good, but it's just underwhelming. It's just truly underwhelming, because if you are a subscriber to Ipsy, then you've seen all of these products before. They're basically just reselling you products that they probably already sent you in your bags, especially if you get any of like the larger subscriptions. There's nothing really here for me personally that I'm like super excited and stoked about. Honestly, this tinted lip balm, I think that's real pretty. And I've never received that in Ipsy before, and I'm excited to use it. But other than that, it just really seems like things we have seen time and time again. If you want to get this as a gift for somebody, I think this could be like a nice gift, especially if they don't already get Ipsy. You know, $100 to get like nearly $600 worth of value, that's pretty good. But if you're wanting it for yourself and you are an Ipsy subscriber and you have been for a while, then you're just gonna see a lot of the same items repeated over, put into like cute little boxes individually. But that is all my thoughts and opinions on it. I would love to know what you guys thought about this calendar. Let me know down below what you guys thought about it, and also what calendar you would like to see me unbox next. We still have so many to go. It's concerning how many we have to go. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. It would mean the absolute world to me, and I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!